Welcome to Behind the Feathers News for the month of March.
The first story that wasn't a load of bull was the commemoration of the Chisum Trail. It had a lot more to do with horses.
On a cold, windy day, a small group of trail riders rode their horses down from the north to commemorate the 130th anniversary of the Chisum Trail. A declaration to commemorate the trail was signed by the governors of Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. The party of trail buffs followed the Chisum Trail from Abilene heading towards Caldwell, Kansas, where they are to meet with a group of similar cowpokes leaving from Texas. The Chisum Trail was a cattle trail used to drive Texas Longhorns to Abilene. The trail ride is just one of many events happening to remember the American heritage inspired by the Chisum Trail.
The month of March was kicked off, or rather hit off, with the beginning of the baseball and softball seasons. Mark and the crew were there to fill the story.
Spring is here, and along with it, spring sports. Baseball was one of those sports. Let's talk to the coaches and check out the action.
Well, team goals are number one goal is to get back to the state tournament. Last year we got a taste of that. We'd sure like to get back there. Whatever it takes to get there. We need to win some games early, so we don't have to play two games in that regional. Just one game to get us to state. As far as short-term goals, that would be it. Our short-term goals would be win as many games as possible, so we don't have to play two games in regionals. And as far as players go, well, we have most everybody back. Of course, Aaron is back, but we have Hoppus back. He played this last summer on a traveling team from Wichita. He hit around 400. Pavlovich played in the McPherson system, the American Legion system. And from what I've seen so far in practice, we ought to be able to score some runs. So if we can have a finisher come in to pitch, either Zach or Bo, we need some pitching to come around. Our games this year, as far as right now goes, we may see a lot of runs scored. It's going to be exciting anyway. But we just need the pitcher to step up to finish like Aaron did last year. The first week, most of the time you spend just playing long catch, getting the arms stretched out, and you hope that their arms hurt. Their shoulders, really not their elbows, but their shoulders and legs even hurt throwing. You need to get their arms and even legs in shape. You wouldn't be surprised. You'd be surprised how much you use your legs when you throw the ball. And really, that's about the first week we spend doing a lot of throwing, try to save getting hurt arms during the season.
Well, I hope the guys do as good as last year's team. Softball is also here again. Let's catch some action.
Well, our strengths this year are number of seniors we have on the team. We have 10 seniors, and they carried over from last year, and most of those are starters in their positions. Our main team goal this year is to make it to the state tournament and play in the championship game. And a secondary goal would be to win more games than we did last year. We have two real strong pitchers in Autumn Morton and Jenny Atkinson, and they did a fine job for us last year. Probably get some other pitchers going so that we have other backups besides those two pitchers.
Good luck, ladies.
The beginning of one sport means the end of another. Let's take a look back at some highlights from the Substate tournament.
Both the varsity boys and the Lady Eagles suffered disappointing losses in Substate, losing by only a combined 5 points. The boys fell 62-60 to the Harrington Railers after a hard-fought overtime. The girls' game against Peabody Burns was a back-and-forth game, with the score surging in both directions. The Lady Warriors pulled out a victory, handing the Eagles the final loss of the season. Although the boys and girls didn't end the games or the seasons the way they wanted to, they both played hard. Let's take a look back at some Substate highlights.
I would have met you. Now it's a little late. shot man. Too strong. They take it in your face and let you smell what they consider wrong. That's why I say, hey man, nice shot. A good shot, man. That's why I say, hey man, nice shot. What a good shot, man.
Run, Forrest, run!
We may want to ease up on the plagiarism, but not the running. Justin watched as the Eagles track team tried to get in shape.
March 17th marks the beginning of track and also the beginning of hard work, preparation, and a lot of running. Coach Paramore and Coach Walter put together some exercises to get ready for the April 15th track meet. I hope we bring in a lot of medals. Good luck, guys.
Are you wearing green?
No. Ow!
Ow!
What are you doing?
Let's see how Justin handled St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day was mostly forgotten at Canton-Galva High School. Only a couple of people with true Irish spirit got into it. They ended up regretting it.
You're not wearing green. You're not wearing green.
Romeo, Romeo. Far out thou, Romeo.
Wrong play, genius. Let's see how the school played Let's Murder Marcia went.
Well, as you can see, we just finished up here tonight, our opening night. It went very well. You asked me about rehearsals. Basically, our main rehearsals were 3 evenings a week on Mondays and Thursdays and Sunday afternoons. This is the first time we've done it, a Sunday afternoon rehearsal. And the reason for that is virtually everybody in the cast was an athlete, and so we had to work around that schedule as well. But it was a lot of fun. There were a lot of experienced actors and some new kids, so it worked out really well. Rehearsals were going well. I was hoping that when the audience came that their energy would come up, and it certainly did. Their energy was very high tonight, and so I think that it certainly met and surpassed my expectations, yes.
Well, it's spring break. Let's see what everyone else is doing and get out of here.
Since spring break is a few days longer this year, we thought we'd take a look at what everyone has planned.
Over spring break, the college people will be home, so I'll probably go out and spend time with them. And I'll still work, and I'll probably go shopping or go dancing, but mostly I'll stay home and work and that kind of stuff.
Hold on. Yeah. I just got my ski tickets reserved for the ski trip I'm going over spring break. It's going to be fun. 4 days at Colorado skiing, the senior trip.
I'm just going to stay home and relax over spring break.
Over spring break, I might go down to Nevada to see my dad, but if not, I'll probably just end up working.
Over spring break, I think I'm going to go out with my friends and have a really good time and stay home like sometimes, but not a lot.
Well, I'm going to sit and lay back in Dad's easy chair and watch him do all of his work.
Okay, over spring break, I plan on sitting back in an easy chair and watching Jace do all the work that he hasn't done all year long. That's it.
On Monday the 24th at 6 o'clock in the evening, the 16 seniors and 4 sponsors boarded the King of the Road bus heading for Monarch, Colorado to the ski slopes. After a 10-hour bus trip and 3-hour wait, they arrived at the Comfy Inn in Salida to book some rooms and change. Then they bussed back to Monarch to strap on the skis and get down to business.
Slow plowing and try not to crash. I got it, dude. That was good. Dusty picking himself up off the mountain.
Said forget and go, must have got the wind. Well, I got good news, she's a real good liar. Cause I'm backstage working such a pants on fire.
I'll better not to crash. You can crash on me.